show? Oh yes, it's Covid Captivity Cabaret. Welcome to our little show. The first song is a very strange love song. It's a love song to my dishwasher, my completely broken down dishwasher. Grey burnished silky steel, you look so smart, so modern and effective, standing tall. And who could know that something broke your heart? Your all-important motor source of all. Your cleansing powers, noisy splash and splash. It's silent now and manual toil is left. Two chafing hands we often have to wash. Your empty racks of dishes now bereft. And thus we travel back to bygone times, when manual labour formed a woman's work. Exhausted housewives scrubbed and cleaned and why? Their tasks around the house they could not shirk. Alas, their hands for no acceptancy, your temporary loss of liberty. So, Covid hit, lockdown hit, and I had a house full of people, and I had a broken down dishwasher, a leaking fridge, and a leaking toilet, which was just disgusting. But luckily, unlike some, I had a garden. I'll never forget the first day of lockdown, when all the theatres had closed the night before, and I sat in my garden. I've got a little bird cage there, which I brought back from holiday in Tunisia. And I had a pen, a piece of paper, and I suddenly thought, I've got to start writing about all of this, because I was so upset, like everyone was, I think. We just didn't know what had hit us. And that's when I wrote my sonnet about the empty bird cage. The empty cage, which no bird ever held, I watch in sunlit garden. Near my cage doth hang from tree, with blossoms now unfurled. Remembering past times, a former age, Tunisian skies with hot sun streaming down, a trip to ancient Carthage by the sea, with Dido's sad lament, its strains resound. From birdcage blue and white, my memory I do not wish to sing, it seems to say, while all around a plague lurks. When ravaged Carthage fell, the flames did flay the backs of tragic citizens at work. My lesson for today shall silence be. My empty cage, my future, liberty. So, do you remember banana bread and sourdough mothers? We were all baking bread and making cakes and cooking all the time for households full of people. And going shopping felt like there was a sort of revolution going on because people were fighting over toilet roll, do you remember? And I couldn't get any flour, and I thought I should be baking cakes and making bread, because actually when lockdown happened I hadn't done any panic buying, so I really hadn't done any shopping, and I couldn't find bread, I couldn't find eggs, I couldn't find flour. Looking back, it was so mad. And like I said, it felt like a revolution. As I've told you, I've got a lovely garden and I've got a little garden hut, which I call Petit Trianon. A revolution now is underway. As yet there is no guillotine employed. The populace is scared and stays away from aspects of a human life destroyed. An egoistic pride in arrogance. Our leaders fail to see, to understand the consequence of deadly nonchalance. And now we all are fighting hand to hand. The combat is minute, but it is there. At empty shells we look, we stand apart. 2 meters is the distancing we share. We must compete for flour with neighbours smart. At home in Petit Trianon I make for virtual Facebook friends a virtual cake. These are my castanets. Before the Covid started, I was taking flamenco classes at the place. And we had one castanet class before the Covid hit. So actually I got the delivery just in time. And I used to sit in my kitchen when I wasn't baking cakes and looking at my sourdough mother, and I used to play my castanets, and it was kind of comforting. Just sitting, looking out at the garden, at my bird cage, and clickety clacking my castanets. And then Paul wrote a song about them. My castanets. My castanets, they have arrived at home. and sit upon the table, shining black. Out of the box I slide them on my thumbs, and tentatively start to click and clack. My fingers curve and concertina, scratch the back of clapper hollowed out inside. Clickety clack it sings, a fragment catches form, and makes some sense of time and tide. It ebbs and flows, the rhythm I create, with just one lesson technique is assured. Between flamenco sounds I play, I wait within my solitary space, immured in existential horror playing out, external world of movement now snuffed out. Dreaming of the beach here on Cake Island, the Emperor prepares to make a speech. My ankles in the sea, feet drowned in sand. Instead we hear decrees too soon to breach. A list of laws relaxed, not making sense. At home we are still following the rules. Then beckons work for some with feelings tense. They're thinking of reopening the schools. A holiday enjoyed, we dropped our guard. Weekender parties, ice cream, neighbours' chats. Of wartime heroes, dreadful times so hard. And barbecues, warm beer, some minor spats. When lists of deaths arise, it's hard to see. In cupcakes, bunting, pasta, victory. Do-do-do-do. Ba-da-da-da, bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Ba-da, bum, 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 ba-da. So, VE Day, Paul's ukulele song. When lockdown was finally lifted, he went to Barnard Castle. Can you believe it? Sent me a film, him singing the new sonnet with a ukulele from Barnard Castle. Big signpost. That gave me a laugh, I can tell you. And at least you got to Barnard Castle. I'm off to Benares. There is no whiskey in this town. There is no bar to sit us down. Where is the telephone? Is here no telephone?
Oh, sir,
to shake hands. Where is the telephone? Is here no telephone?
Oh, sir, goddamn me, no.
Let's go to Benares, where the sun is shining. Let's go to Benares, Johnny, let us go. Where will we go? Brexit Christmas. Christmas cake is waiting to be eaten. Brexit talks on fish caught in the crunch. We Britons cannot let ourselves be beaten. Can't wait to stuff my face with Christmas lunch. That cake so tantalising on its plate. One slice or two with cherries on the top. Our fishing stocks which make our island great. Those dastard Europeans we must stop. We want it all, the world, an empire bold. It's ours, all ours, right now and for the taking. What happens, though, to where our fish are sold? That common market hates the laws we're making. After Brexit's done, just wait and see. That Christmas cake with cherries, all for me. Inauguration day is drawing nigh. A fine old man assumes the reins of power. Divided nation watches feelings high. Nessun dorma, the wolves may yet devour. They skulk in baleful spite behind closed doors of White House, symbol of the people's choice. Armed forces billeted on Capitol's floors, an insurrection quelled by powerful voice. It wasn't meant to be this way today, but treachery was revealed and showed its teeth. The last 4 years have filled us with dismay. Prestige was plummeting to depths beneath. Joe Biden, you have known black dog's despair, and walk into the devil's former lair. that close embrace and cross a crowded dance floor cheek to cheek, a concentrated look upon each face, the music plays so they don't have to speak, a sight which brought such joy into my heart. They are my parents' youthful full of life. The memory pricks my eyes, begin to smart. My father's ghost, it cuts me like a knife. The ballroom dances everybody knew, a tango, foxtrot, waltz or cha-cha-cha. Across that dance floor souls escaped and flew, and glamour aura glistened from afar. And now I know the love they had for me will link that moment in eternity. The ballroom dances everybody knew, a tango, foxtrot, waltz or cha-cha-cha. Across that dance floor souls escaped and flew, and glamour aura glistened from afar. And now I know the love they had for me will link that moment in eternity. You know, I wrote that tango sonnet for my dad, who actually died just before the Covid hit. I'm rather glad he went when he did. He was a war hero, actually, in the Royal Navy during World War II. And he was a fantastic dancer. So I was so thrilled when Paul came up with such a beautiful, beautiful song. And I think we actually had a sort of group cry, didn't we? When that one kind of appeared, because I think all through this pandemic we've really had to think about a lot of things that maybe we wouldn't normally think about. And nearly all of us have lost family or friends through this period that we hope we'll never have to live through anything like this again. But yeah, I kept writing my sonnets. Not all of them were sad, as you see. And I finally wrote one for Shakespeare's birthday, which wasn't too long ago. But Paul never came back to me with a song for that one. So, yeah.
Actually, Anne, I've actually written it just this morning.
You what?
I wrote it this morning, knowing we were going to be here today, and I thought maybe we could, see if you could just give it a go.
Okay, why not? After all, this is Cabaret. Anything can happen, but I need the music. Thank you so much. This is the Bard. If there's a soundtrack to a life of words, it has to be constructed from the Bard. Immensity of scope from slaves to lords, therein described all human nature scarred. I like this. England's national poet, world renowned, although he never travelled from its shores, we know so little of the man around. The details of his lifeblood facts abound. If he were here today, how would it be? With social media's all-pervasive eye, like Sauron's glare across a stormy sea, dissection of a traitor, mankind's spy. When all is said and done, we're left with plays which mirror all our follies and amaze. I love it, Paul. It's brilliant. It's really good. Hey, I managed to sing it. And we're near the end of the show. So I'm just going to let the guys do a little bit of a sort of improvisation. Maestro, composer, double bass player extraordinaire, ukulele virtuoso, Jonny Liebeck, my son, on the piano. He's also a composer. But we'll give him another chance to write another show at a later moment in time. Bravi, 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 bravi. So, we're out of lockdown as of the beginning of this week, thanks to the vaccine, thanks to the scientists who developed it, huge thanks to the NHS and to the vaccine army, who've been jabbing us in the arm ever since the beginning of the year. There's hope in sight. And the final song is actually my composition. It's called The Vaccine Army. The lockdown's nearly ended. It's been so very hard. So many lives are shattered. So many hearts are scarred. We've lost friends and relations. The COVID's been so cruel. But now with vaccinations, the kids can go to school. Hurrah! A group of entertainers, we're those who tread the boards. We do this to sustain us. No job jobs but rich as lords. Oh, I haven't been paid for a whole year and a half. No jobs, no theatres. Thanks to the vaccine army, there's hope in sight for all. We've all been going balmy, backed up against the wall. Oh, I thought I was going crazy through all of this.